Hey, we're in the wrong place. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you guys are back. We've been talking about faith this whole entire month. We're on week 3, and faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. And I hope you've been talking about that at home and talking about our questions and doing some of the activities.
So
it's been
last week you said that Paul got his sight back, but I don't think that happened in the story.
You know what? You're right. I got ahead of myself because I've heard that story and I got so excited
It's a good story
about what happened because I knew what happens through the end. And so I said too far of what's going on. Today we're actually going to hear about how Paul gets his sight back. So really I just kind of told a little bit of what happened.
It's like a preview.
But Paul gets his sight back in today's story. But he's following Jesus at that point. But before he followed Jesus, he tried to stop everyone from following Jesus.
Throw him in jail and
And then he starts following Jesus and trying to tell people about Jesus, and everybody was like, "Wait a minute, are you trying to trick us?"
I feel like
So because of that, it made things kind of difficult for Paul. And we're going to see how all of that plays out in today's story. Now, before we get to that part, I have another game for us to do. And we're going to do you guys versus Mr. Justin again. See who can do the best. And in this game, you can also play against your family. We're going to look at things like really close up. In fact, one of the ways that we can focus on stuff is you can use a microscope. And a microscope helps you to look at little bitty things really close and zoom in on them. And so I'm going to show you guys some pictures of some things that are zoomed all the way in really close. And you have to guess what they are. And we'll see if you can get it right or if Mr. Justin can get it right. So I have these pictures here. And we're going to see who can get the most points. And so picture number 1 right here. Check this out. Mr. Justin, what do you think this is? And you guys can guess at home. If you know it, yell it out. We're only going to give you a few seconds.
I'm going to go with a piece of hair.
A piece of hair.
So I just feel like that's, I've seen it in the Head & Shoulders commercials before.
Okay.
It's gotta
so time up, and you know what? Mr. Justin was actually right. This is a piece of hair, and I wouldn't have gotten that. It looks kind of like a broken off stick or something to me. But we are talking about things that are zoomed way in, and so let's look at the next one. Here you go, guys. Number 2. Let's see if you can get this right. Here is this next slide. You got like 5 seconds to guess.
Zoomed in, because I'm thinking that this is like
3,
Minesweeper,
2, 1.
which is probably way before everybody's time. But
oh, so you think it's a zoomed in of the Minesweeper? I've played that game a lot. You were wrong. That is pollen. You know, the stuff that gets in your nose and makes you sneeze?
Yep.
It kind of makes sense with those little sticky spikes all over it. But pollen. And if you guessed it right, you get a point. Mr. Justin did not get a point, so you have 1 point. And we'll see how many points they have. Here is the next one. This one's kind of interesting looking. You guys got like 5 seconds to do this, and we'll see how good you are at guessing stuff.
Zoomed in
3,
on a rock,
2,
on a tooth, on a
1. Time.
Nothing.
Guess what, Mr. Justin? You're right. It's a tooth.
Yeah.
That looks so gross. That looks like the nastiest tooth, but that may be what everybody's teeth look like zoomed in.
They may need to.
That's gross. I don't know if you got it. Hopefully you did. But we're going to move on to the next image. Here we go. What do you think this one is? All right. Here you go. You got like just a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cheeseburger.
Time. Cheeseburger.
That's all I can think of.
Okay, I see like the sesame seed
bun.
Sesame seed bun. Actually, it's zoomed way in.
Yep. Okay.
And it's a strawberry.
I mean, I was close. Strawberry cheeseburger. It's like the same food group.
I don't think so. Okay, hopefully you got that. Mr. Justin, you have 2 points. And maybe you have more than him. We'll see. We're going to keep going. Here you go. This is the next image. This one's really kind of hard to get. So you got a few. Think about zoomed way in. What could this be?
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I think that it's a piece of a t-shirt.
Piece of a t-shirt.
With the cool colors on it.
Okay.
Yep.
Time's up.
Time's up.
And
nailed it.
Mr. Justin is wrong. This one's gross, actually. That is zoomed in on a used piece of floss, dental floss. So I'm guessing the blue on that is the floss, and the purple is like something from somebody's teeth.
Is probably the teeth that we saw earlier. They used
All right,
that.
so here we go. Here's another one. That one's cool looking.
It's pretty cool. I think. Okay, so I'm gonna go with
3, 2,
a cucumber.
1. That is an excellent guess.
Yep.
But you're wrong.
What?
Yeah. It is an onion.
Oh.
It's an onion. That picture is a picture of an onion. I don't know if you got it right. Hopefully you did. Mr. Justin, how many points do you have?
You know, it's when we've had 4 slides, and
2?
so
No, I think we've had like 5 or 6
okay,
slides.
we've had
2? 2 points. Okay, maybe you can get this one. Here we go. This one's kind of hard. I think this is like when you're laying on the beach and you're looking through
palm trees.
Palm trees,
Yeah.
but it's zoomed in.
Zoomed in.
So that wouldn't be a zoomed in image. So it's not palm tree. So what do you think that this is? You got like 3 seconds. 3,
eyelashes.
2, 1, time.
Cheeseburger.
That is an awesome guess. Eyelashes, but it's not right. It is zoomed in on a feather. Yeah. Kind of interesting.
I'm zoomed in on losing this one.
Yep. All right, this is one of my favorites. So here we go. Next image.
I'm just gonna throw some stuff out there.
Here you go. What do you think it is?
I'm gonna go with candy. I'm gonna go with
3.
It's rocks.
2.
It's sand.
1.
It's
time. Dude, it's sand. You got it right. Yeah. This is sand. When you zoom way in on sand, it's all different little
That's pretty cool.
tiny pieces of stuff.
Looks brown to us.
Yeah. So they're saying, okay, this is the last one. This is my favorite image. What do you think this is? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not zoomed in Pac-Man.
Okay, that's cool because you know when I'm feeling happy, like from this movie.
Because I'm so happy.
All right, it's Minions. It's obviously
it's
a minion.
It's zoomed in on a minion.
It's obviously zoomed in on a minion.
Okay, well I'm gonna. Time's up.
Okay.
This is not zoomed in on a minion. But what's really awesome is all of the zoomed in. It looks like smiley face emojis
It's
all over it.
All over it.
But it is. This is actually what it looks like through a microscope on a piece of grass.
Huh?
A piece of grass. Like St. Augustine grass. I think St. Augustine, but a certain type of grass has smiley faces all in it.
All I'm saying is,
Which makes me like happy, and it makes me go,
I'm
God
happy,
is super cool.
You're happy. The grass is
The
happy.
grass is happy.
I mean,
You know why it's happy? Because it got water and sun, and it's green, and it's just happy.
and it has faith the sun's gonna come up the next day.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so it's just like, hey, I'm good.
Yeah, we are good on that. That was a fun game.
It was a
And
fun
you
game.
got some right that you were surprised
I'm
about.
very surprised about.
Hopefully you guys got a bunch of those right too. And we're gonna move on to where you get. We're not gonna keep you from our story because we want you to see what happens with Paul. And but before we do that, we gotta stand up and we gotta dance it out. Oh, he's got some moves today. We're gonna dance, we're gonna sing, stand up, and we're gonna have some fun. So we're gonna dance. And let me see what I got here. I like to move this. This one right here.
What was I doing earlier?
I'm too old for this.
Monkey. Loyalty. 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 Monkey.
From urban streets to open plains, we are under one name. No one is lost or goes unseen, 'cause we're all loved by our King. This is nothing ordinary. There is power in the name we carry. Every nation, every tongue, welcome to the kingdom. All the rich, all the poor, all the people, all yours. We are daughters, we are sons, more than mortals. We are royals, we are yours. We are yours, yeah, yours. We are yours. Hearts unbound, running free, different stories, one dream. We don't wonder where we belong. We found our home in the Father's love. This is nothing ordinary. There is power in the name we carry. Every nation, every tongue, welcome to the kingdom. All the rich, all the poor, all the people,
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's a perfect shot. Just hold it right there. Whatever you're giving me. That's awesome.
Can I go get ready for the show now?
No. I'm still setting up the shot. Okay. Ooh, this looks good. Yeah, that looks awesome.
I've been standing here for 30 minutes, John.
You can't rush art, Brandon.
Oh, we're making art now?
When have we ever not made art? Here we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I got an idea.
Okay.
Ready?
How much longer?
Just hold still. Not much longer. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You're going to zoom in, and then you're going to zoom out. You're going to zoom in, and then you're going to zoom out. And you're going to zoom in.
Okay, I'm done. I'm
what?
done.
No.
I'm done.
Okay.
That's
fine.
it.
Fine. So go take a break. Just can you bring your stand in?
Yeah.
Please? Thank you. All right. That's great. That's great. All right, stay right there. Stay right there. That's
Why?
perfect. Not you. I'm talking to your stand-in.
Oh.
You are allowed to leave, man. Actors. Glad we got rid of that guy, right? Oh, wait, that's perfect. Just hold it right there. Okay. And then we zoom in. Oh, yeah, look at those eyes. Then we zoom out. Then we zoom in. Yes! We zoom out. And then we do a spin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is great. We go faster. 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 Oh. Cut.
No. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the So-and-So Show. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John. Spiders.
No.
Horses.
No.
Nails on a chalkboard.
No, John. Look, John's trying to figure out what I'm afraid of.
Nothing scares you.
I can't think of anything. Sorry.
What if your fingers suddenly turn into worms?
Can't really picture that.
Oh, here, I'll help.
No, I think I'd actually find that pretty fascinating. Anyway, have we got a great show for you today?
The power going out.
No.
Storms.
Oh, no, I love thunderstorms. Can we do the show now?
Sure.
All right, so today.
What about Oreos that have earwax filling? Oh.
I find that disgusting, but it's not scary.
Oh, well, we'll see about that. Because it's time for a game I call Fear the Filling. Fear the Filling. Here's how this game works. Someone has replaced the normally delicious filling from these Oreo cookies with a filling that may or may not be delicious. All we have to do is taste the Oreo and guess the right flavor. First one to guess two correctly wins the game, unless, of course, you fear the filling.
I don't think so. Let's play.
That's great. Filling number one. Ooh, you scared?
No.
I am terrified. Ooh.
Oh. Oh, it's gross. Ugh. What is that?
Oh.
Ew.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. How do you know what sunscreen tastes like?
I don't want my tongue to get sunburned.
Okay.
All right. Next filling.
Oh.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Ooh. Oh man, they're red. You scared?
No.
I want to run away screaming.
Okay. Oh, hot, hot. Ah.
Strawberry? Oh!
No. No, it's some kind of hot sauce. No. Okay, fine. All right.
Can I have some milk, please?
I got it right. Oh. Wasn't that hot. You gonna be okay?
Next filling.
All right.
Oh, it's green.
Yeah.
No, Nate, don't touch that. It's green. Do you know what that could be? That could be some sort of dangerous mold or grasshopper guts or some sort of radioactive toxin. Don't touch it.
I'm not afraid.
No, don't. Yeah, you should be afraid.
try.
No. Brandon, no. No, Brandon.
Mint. Guess I win. It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys,
What's up, Kellen?
You got a story for us today?
is this segment called Bible Discussion Time with Kellen?
No, it is not.
Then yes, I've got a story.
Oh, actually, Kellen, can I help tell the Bible story today? I have a feeling I can make it more scary. I can make it more cinematic, which would be really terrifying, gratifying to our viewing audience. You know, I'm a budding filmmaker, right?
I've heard something of the sort.
It's true. I'm trending on Twitter. Listen to what people are saying. My son John wants to be a filmmaker. Looks like he won't be moving out of my basement anytime soon. Hashtag retired mom problems. Boom.
You know what? Sure, you can help. But do you mind if I do a little setup though?
No problem.
Okay. Sometime after Jesus died and when he came back to life, there was a guy named Saul who was going from place to place finding people who believed in Jesus and throwing them in jail. But when Saul was on his way to Damascus to arrest even more Jesus followers, he had a miraculous encounter with Jesus himself. Today's story picks up 3 days after that encounter. Saul has gone without food and drink for 3 days, and he has completely lost his sight. John, take it away.
All right. And action.
In a land called Damascus.
Stop. What's that?
A wolf.
No wolves in Damascus.
It's just setting the tone.
Sure, but there were no wolves.
Fine. No wolves in Damascus. All right. Easy fix. Action.
In a land called Damascus, there lived an ordinary guy named Ananias. Did I say ordinary? Not so fast. God might have something to say about that.
Ananias,
Yes, Lord.
go to the house of Judas on Straight Street. Ask for a man from Tarsus named Saul.
Scary, right?
It's not too bad.
All right. You asked for it.
Lord, I've heard many reports about this Saul. He's come to Damascus to arrest your people like me. Surely you don't want me to go to him.
Go!
I'm just going to cut in for a sec. That's true. God asked Ananias to go help out a man who should have been his enemy, so Ananias had every reason to be scared. Not sure if God's voice sounded like that, but I don't know for sure, so I'm going to let that one slide. In any case, Ananias did what God told him to. John?
Yep.
When God tells you to go, you go.
Wait. What's with the fish?
Because the scales.
The scales. Oh, okay, fine. Carry on.
Would Ananias let fear stop him from doing what God wanted him to do?
Brother Saul, the Lord has sent me to you so you will be able to see. You will be filled with the Holy Spirit. Something like scales has fallen from your eyes.
That's really great. Though, just in case you were wondering, Saul probably didn't have fish on his face.
Just trying to be biblically accurate, Kellen.
Yeah, so Ananias helped Saul see again. And I'm telling you, Saul was a completely different human being after that. He got up, he got baptized, and after he got his strength back, he started telling everyone he could that Jesus was the Son of God, which goes to show you, when you go and
Wait, Kellen, the story isn't over yet.
you have more.
Oh, yeah. This is the really scary, I mean, really emotionally moving part coming up.
Oh boy.
Saul used to terrify followers of Jesus. Now, it was his turn to be terrified.
Saul, you're in danger. Some bad people are going to try and kill you. You have to leave the city. Now!
Mystery, intrigue, a midnight rescue through a hole in the city wall. Would Saul be safe at last? No.
Come on!
Shipwrecks, prison, unimaginable persecution.
What are you, a mannequin?
This man would face trials of these kinds and more for the rest of his life. Saul, who is also called Paul, coming soon. Or is it?
Now you're scared, aren't you?
Yeah, a little. Ha! If I follow Jesus, does that mean I'm going to face trials like Saul for the rest of my life?
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Bad stuff is going to happen, and there's going to be plenty of stuff for us to be afraid of. But here's the good news. When you follow Jesus, you've got someone who's going to be there to help you face those fears. So sure, Saul went through some stuff, and we're going to go through some stuff too. But it's not like you have to go through it alone. God will be with us.
I feel better already.
Great.
Thanks for your help today, John.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, let's do it again next week.
I mean, that would be terrifying. I can't think of another word. Bye.
Later, Kellen. Man, I thought my version of the Bible would totally scare you.
Sorry, I wish I could help you. I just don't know what I'm afraid of.
Oh. Well, hey, in that case, reveal the question. Oh, what are you afraid of?
Are you afraid of making new friends?
Yeah, or are you afraid of missing the bus and having to walk to school, and then you can't decide if you should cut through old Farmer Ben's cornfield because that would be faster if his dog Dragon is asleep, or if you should take the long walk along the road even though you'll definitely be late and you're paralyzed with indecision and you end up missing the entire day of school, but you don't realize you've missed the entire day of school until the bus comes back to the very same spot that afternoon to let your friends off from school.
Or maybe you're afraid of snakes.
Yeah, talk about it with each other. What are you afraid of?
And we'll see you next time on
The So-and-So Show. I'm always afraid I'll never get to say that at the end.
Bye.
So-and-So Show.
What? You get to say it a lot. Eat it!
All right. Hey, welcome back. Glad that you hung out and watched the video, and hopefully you showed us some awesome dance moves. Today's story I really like because we found out what I had already kind of given away, that Paul gets his sight back and then tries to start telling people about Jesus, but nobody believes him.
No, it gets a little difficult.
And they're all afraid of him. And that would be really tough, but something happened that like helped him out a little
He had
bit.
a friend. Friends are good to have.
Friends are great to have, especially when they stick up for you.
Right.
And he didn't really know Barnabas at the time, but Barnabas stuck up for Paul. And then if you read more of Paul's story, Paul and Barnabas actually became really good friends, and that's how it all started, which is pretty awesome. And they both spent most of the rest of their lives telling people about Jesus.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's back to the first. I mean,
Yep,
there's
back to-
the original people, and it's just
That's what the whole point was. In all of last month, we talked about why it's important. Jesus told everybody, tell everybody about him. And because all of them did that, me and you get to know about Jesus today. But, you know, the question that we want y'all to talk about at home today is the same thing that like what happened to everybody around Paul, because they saw somebody that tried to stop Christians, and then he starts talking about following Jesus.
Weird.
They didn't believe him because of what they had seen and what they had heard. And so they were afraid of him. So here's what I want you to talk about with your family and stuff. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? And you may have all kinds of different fears. I'm afraid of being like way out in the middle of a big body of water. It doesn't have, not just the ocean, but it could be a lake, like all by myself with like not a boat or anything else like that.
Like dog paddling.
I'm always like afraid something's gonna come up from the bottom of the water and get me, and I'm like, no. That's good. What are you afraid of?
Let's see. There are things. Snakes. We'll go with snakes.
Snakes. I don't like snakes.
I don't like snakes. I think that's probably my number one. In that order.
Big fears.
Big fears
Yeah.
is the snakes. And it doesn't matter. They can be little bitty, garden snakes.
I'm afraid of snakes, but like if I see a snake from a long way away, I'm not afraid of it, and I can like get close to it because I can see him and I can see what he's doing.
I'm like, snake a long way away. You need to go the other way because I'm running this way.
You go even further.
Like,
They don't bother me when I see them first, but when they surprise me, I scream like high pitched, like ah! Run away.
Yeah.
Like the snake that swam behind me last month. Ooh, that would have freaked me out.
I screamed.
If I would have seen him.
I screamed watching him.
Yeah. So talk about what you're afraid of, and then also if you haven't said your memory verse, then we want you to practice and say it. Come tell us on Sunday if you're here, and if not, have your parents record it and then put it on social media. And I remember I said this last week, and I'm going to say it again today, but leaders and adults, I'm going to do another drawing for you guys if you'll post yourselves saying your verse on the social media page. You got to post it on there, and I'll do a drawing for a prize. So Mr. Justin, you can win the prize if you say the verse.
Do I get my name in the hat every time we air this video?
No, you only get it in the hat once. But why don't you tell them the verse one more time, and you can look up on the at home page and get the verse. And I actually get the family guide activity at the at home page for elementary and for intermediate. And then, like I said, post it on social media. There's an intermediate Facebook page and an elementary Facebook page. We'd love for you to post a video of you saying the verse there. But you need to know what the verse is if you don't know it yet. So, Mr. Justin, tell them the verse.
So the verse is, faith is being sure of what we hope for. It is being sure of what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1.
All right, and that one's not too hard. So practice it, say it. We're going to do a drawing, give away prizes. Can't wait to do that. Excited to see you. If I get to see y'all on Sunday, that's going to be awesome. And we will see you next time. Bye. Adios. You know, I thought about this thing. Kind of looks like a phone, but it's not. It's a camera. But it looks like an old-timey phone, right? He's like, ah! Freaking out.
It's time to go. Yes, ma'am. The microphone's still on. Sorry.
Oopsie.
Underneath the back seat, and it was like spooled up. I mean, we tore the entire garage apart.
We found it, though.
Yeah, we found it. After we went to the store with that snake in the car.
I'm out.
There's
There's
no way it got in here. Read it the first time, right?
All right.
If this is one of the outtakes, she's gonna be like, really? Smack. Came to check the bucket.
Oh, we're making good time on this.
The things that I fear the most, my wife, number one. And then snakes are pretty far behind, but they're number two.
What are you most afraid of? My wife.
My wife. My number one fear is my wife. That way we choose. This is how you talk about me to your friends? Okay.